Yeah. Just do it. All right, got it.
Okay.
Does everybody
know what a case statement is in Bash? What this is doing?
No, I have no idea.
Yes.
So case is like a way to do a lot of if statements without doing.
Oh, it's a case switch like in PHP.
Yeah. So it's testing the result of running this command.
When you hear what this guy's trying to say, this LFS in place of that.
Okay. And then if it returns back x86-64, it's going to run this command. They don't have like the default, but
you make sure that
they could have just done an if statement. I don't know why they did it like that, but okay. And like if ends in 5,
profile here,
case ends in ESAC.
That we can make it persistent so that we don't screw shit up.
So I use case a lot in my script.
So they're directing us in the direction of this file right here.
So like determine the first argument, what action the user's trying to take. Like one of my rollout scripts.
Obviously,
I'll be like rollout.shell push, and then the host name. And then I'll have like push, clean, install, verify, and each one will have its own like case.
There's like a
Case
do it. Like for
and then I'll do a star for everything else, and I'll print out how to use it.
Okay.
Hey, programming jokes.
It's great because it allows Dirk to
so
use
everybody
my
has this exported into their environment.
Yes.
Because God forbid I get hit by a bus. You ever think about that in a business? You get hit by a bus. Well, we don't. We work from home.
Alright. Having this variable set is beneficial because we can just use this LFS in place of that.
Alright, so did everybody run this command?
I'm about to run it right now.
They say periodically you make sure that that's set. Alright, so .bash profile here, right? So they're saying that we can make it persistent so that we don't screw shit up by forgetting to set this LFS variable. So they're directing us in the direction of this file right here. It's bash profile. Obviously, I don't have one. So what else do I have?
Yeah, I ran it.
All right, Maddie.
All right, so bash RC, I've got that. So remember
Maddie?
I mentioned the bash minus L.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
The login prompt.
I realized I've been talking into the void.
When you log in with bash, it goes in and it sources a couple files.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and make the folder for our tool chain.
RC, which sources
this is the equivalent of /tools
bash profile, right? And then it goes and it sources your bash RC, which is in.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add our LFS user.
Which in turn calls, if it exists, .bash.
I don't know why they have us doing it like that, but okay.
So in there, that's where you would go and you would set your path. So if you've got say you've got a folder with utilities in it that you're making, you've got you want that always in your path. You would go in there, path equals path colon wherever my path is.
All right, so do y'all know about how user add works?
Every time you log in, it runs that. And
Mike,
say that one more time.
Do you know how user add works?
Yeah, you create a user.
Got that?
Yeah, and so you know the three main switches there?
No, then I don't know how it works.
All right, so minus S is your shell, so the default shell. Usually the default, even if you don't declare it, is bin bash. But I mean, like, if you wanted to set somebody as Z shell, you would put it there.
Obviously,
this, I don't know why they. Usually, when you use user add to make a user, it makes a group of the same name.
I've got that.
So I don't know why they went through the group add and the add it to the group.
So remember, I mentioned in there. That's
More or less.
Okay.
It said VI.
So and then -m means make a home directory.
It is assumed this file system
And then
is
there's
combined
also
with
a
directory
-d. They don't
specified
show
by
it
the
here,
LFS
where you actually
environment
specify the
variable. Remember
location
what we
of the
set that
directory.
to?
Otherwise, it'll be /home
LFS.
/username.
Yes.
I meant to use /LFS.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go
Alright.
and mount.
And so now we'll go ahead and set the
This is what I
password
hate
for
about Windows, that doesn't just
our
work.
user LFS.
Alright.
We'll use something. So it's Red Hat. They're like, no, you can't use that. All right. It's not how I would do it, but okay. Here, how about we do it?
And
LFS.
We're mounting root. So let's do our
Right.
fdisk
Colon
minus L.
LFS.
To mount minus v minus t ext4 /dev /sdb3. Alright, and then we're gonna set that to our LFS3. Alright, so now that means that t minus t ext4.
Yeah, so they only set the user. I set the user in the group.
So we're gonna go a little bit different from the documentation.
Just for that one step. I mean, you don't have to, as long as the owner matches. But I'm a sys admin at heart, and so
LFS3.
Oh, excuse me.
Alright. So now that means if we go into /3.
So yeah, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist on that one.
Hang on, let me make sure I did the same shit you did. I don't think I have a. Okay, the tools was already created.
Yeah.
Let me do a ls mount lf mount ls mount lfs tools. No, I don't have that directory.
So make it.
Just make dir.
Yep.
Question: What does the P mean when you do make dir, like a P and V?
So the -p is like a recursive maker,
and
so like if you're doing
let's do our
/mount /lfs /sources /tools. If /mount /lfs doesn't exist, it'll make that. And
Oh, okay, got it. That makes sense.
And then I think the V, you're asking about a V.
We're gonna set that to our LFS.
Verbose, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Right? So
Which I don't know what the fuck that means. I just
do
know
our
it sometimes I need to use it.
It means to put out more output.
Got it.
V minus t ext4
Okay, here. Directory.
And in a lot of programs, the more V's, the more verbose. So like nmap minus VV.
Remember what we said?
I don't know how many V's you can do, but yeah, they'll tell you every fucking thing it does.
Alright.
Yep.
And we're mounting root. So
right,
let's do our fdisk
User add minus S. Bin.
To mount minus v
You
minus
you can just copy and paste this stuff, right?
Oh, okay. Because I remember you said you did it differently, so that's why I was copying what you did.
Yeah, just add that colon LFS.
Alright. So now that means if we go into
That's the only change
/mount
I did was
LFS,
I added
I can do a
this.
df minus h, and you can see we're mounted on SDB3.
The fuck there you are? I'm in copy.
It's a colon LFS.
So now that means if we go in LFS, there. Alright? So now that means if we go into
On the user add command, right?
Yeah, on the dev
minus v
I'm not
minus
there yet.
ext4 slash
Let me
dev
get to the
slash
challenge.
sd.
I say challenge, you say chone. Potato, potato.
And then
Tomato,
we're gonna
tomato.
set that to
challenge,
our
SC,
LFS,
etc. etc.
Alright? So now that means if we go into slash mount slash LFS, I can do df
crap.
H, and you can see we're mounted on SDV. So we're gonna set that.
Oh, okay, I see now. In a second. Let me catch up to you guys so that way we can move on.
JB, I've already hit.
To our LFS.
JB. Oh.
Okay, let me get.
There. Alright? So now that means if we go into slash mount slash LFS.
Don't die in this.
If you guys make it through the whole course, I'll make you up some like certificates or something.
Cool. I know, right? I was just thinking about that shit.
And you can post it up on your LinkedIn. I don't have a LinkedIn, but whatever.
And you can
wow, I'm surprised you don't. Dude, you could get like crap load of jobs.
Yeah, but then people will know where I work.
Don't put your real job location.
What?
Don't put your current job.
LFS. I can do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of weird,
and you
wouldn't it? Like that's okay on Facebook, but on LinkedIn, admitting your current job. Super.
I'm gonna omit my current job.
See, we're mounted on SDV.
If I get a job at Facebook or Quicken Loans, I'm not gonna put that on my resume. I mean, I'm not gonna put that on my LinkedIn. So I'm gonna just leave SEO nerd.
I don't put my jobs on my LinkedIn when I have them because I normally have them for such a short period of time that there's no point in updating it for a job that I will have for like 6 months.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you, that kind of looks really bad on the resume at first glance, but like once you explain it, it's fine. But the problem is the first glance is that you gotta win over.
DF minus H, so
you should start yours off with a big, huge tag cloud of all your skills.
Okay.
That's what I currently have, and then because my graduation, all of these jobs take place before my graduation date, so it's pretty easy to explain away. Hey, this is why these jobs have only been worked in 6-month periods.
Yeah, but you also have to remember, people assume they make an ass out of you and me.
You know, right?
Yeah.
True. Very true.
I don't know if it's gonna end well.
It sucks because like no matter how good everything is all around us, we gotta deal with that.
Yes.
Like start over from
especially when it
everything
comes
from
to
scratch.
end user.
No, just reboot it.
Yes, my dad does help desk, and he sees that all the time.
Yeah, where did this come from? Hey, JB, did you leave this
LFS,
here?
alright? Which was mount.
I think you left your monitor here.
Mount slash LFS.
I was like, what the hell is that? It looks like a laptop monitor. Who took apart a laptop?
Okay, I got disconnected. Alright, I'm all caught up.
Alright.
Let me,
JB, you caught up yet?
Slash mount LFS boot. And with that one, we're gonna mount my ext2.
The last one I did was that. So now we created our sources directory. So let's go ahead and
LFS.
I keep forgetting I'm not on Linux.
Slash mount.
let me,
Sorry, I could have done that with the colon, but whatever, I copied and pasted. Here, let's see if it makes a difference, actually.
Slash mount LFS boot. And with that one,
My
we're
third
gonna mount
fly.
my LFS
Huh?
Are you eating pizza?
Yeah, I got
And
slash.
with that one, we're gonna mount minus boot. All right, and then so I'm gonna make dir.
So we're gonna switch into that user right now.
Boot. Yeah, this sounds kind of weird though.
Okay, I got disconnected.
Yeah, this ain't right.
Let me
All right, and then so I'm gonna make
ain't
dir
right.
slash mount
Is it?
LFS boot.
Dot. Oh, yeah. So this is why you got to do the LFS colon LFS.
What's that one? That one. Slash dev
Ooh.
SDB1.
Do you see that?
Just slash.
Yeah.
What did we say?
You see what I have highlighted?
Yeah, it's in the root group, right?
Well, no, it's LFS root, right? Because we only said shown the user, not the group. And that's why we need that colon.
Mm-hmm.
LFS. Just what's that one?
And furthermore, when you run these two commands, you should have a minus capital R.
ext2.
Recursive?
Yeah, recursive.
Slash dev SDB1.
All right, go ahead and continue. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
I'll just catch up.
God, I'm so not used to having the verbose option on there. So have you ever worked with like Slackware or Gentoo or Arch?
I have not. I've mostly worked with like Debian, Susie, a little bit of Red Hat. Just things that are necessary for things that will probably be most likely seen in the competitions we go to.
Competition. What do you mean the competition?
I'm on our cybersecurity team competition.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do cyber, don't you?
Yeah, so like whatever systems will either need to break or will need to defend. So we generally try and if we have enough information ahead of time to see what we can estimate based on what scenario is, what distributions we'll be seeing. Of course, that's accurate, but more times than not, we've gotten it wrong.
And with
but
that one, we're gonna mount minus.
Yeah. You know, that's why I don't like securities, because if you get it wrong, you're dealing with the unknown. You don't know what the other person's doing.
Yes.
Whereas engineering and adminning,
and with that one, we're gonna
you
mount
know your software that you're working with. And if you don't, you can find documentation. Go like finding adversarial documentation.
What did we say?
Yeah.
LFS / Booyah. So you see the two on the bottom of my DF. Come on, Mike, quit typing with two fingers.
It's to
I'm
JB.
Make sure I'm not fucking this up this time.
Right, I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
On
Can't find.
on all your chones, you need a capital R, and you need to add the group. So you need colon. So it should say LFS colon LFS.
Stab.
So right here on your
Oh
chones.
crap! What am I doing wrong?
So it should be minus R, capital R V. So like this. and then LFS:LFS. So user group. Otherwise, we end up with what we saw up here, where you've got user but not group.
Yeah, it did. It says it can't.
Did say that.
All right, so let me share my screen really quick, so that way you can see what. Oh, okay. So.
Okay. The guitar of all that can be downloaded from one of the LFS mirrors listed here. What? Alright. Alright, so we made the user. The guitar
Too bad Mike's not here. I need him to hear this.
On a directory. This is where we're gonna put this command. For everything we're building, and this is where we're gonna.
Marky!
Put those.
Marky! Marky! Marky!
Writable and sticky. Sticky means that even if alright.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to just move on with that.
So let's go ahead and log in.
And notice I used sudo because I'm a badass. Do you want to share your screen? Are you sharing your screen? Alright, wait, what section are you in? Alright, now where are you? are you trying to make it loaded?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Oh, I can't. Your screen is. It's loading. Oh, all right. So are you trying to mount /user, or are you going to try to mount /boot with that third partition? And you did that as your ext2, right? All right. And then, so are you trying to do /user, or are you trying to do /? I did / and I did /boot. And you can't have /boot without /. So you might have to go and unmount /boot. So you did this one here. You did that one there. This one? All right. So you got that, and then after you did that, you did boot. So you did mount -v -t ext2 /dev /da $LFS /boot. I wish I could see your screen. And now what do you need to do? You only have the two, right? / and /boot. Yeah. They were using /user as an example for a second one. But what they're showing in this example here is that you need to do / first. And so I keep calling it /, but it's $LFS. But once we get into the true, that's going to be /. And then you can do df -h to see all the all your mounts and make sure that you see them. All right. All right. All right. So we're gonna move back on. Let me know if you need any more help. Right. So Mike, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna be doing at the same time the educative thing for the Facebook because I know the Linux is on there, but also I have 4 more other interviews, the behavior interviews, whatever. But like I guess gotta make sure I'm well rounded. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. But are you gonna do this with us? Cause
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I want you to fall behind, bro.
Dude, I already got to the step already.
All right, so you've switched user.
Yeah, I'm in the LFS right now.
All right. So, here's where we're designing our bash profile. So let's go ahead and run that. But when we're done, let's go ahead and edit it. So draw out your editor of choice and tilde / booyah. So here's another variable that you should know about. This is your PS1 variable. This is your prompt. So when bash is asking you what to do, this is what the prompt looks like. /u is user. I think w is host. and then since I'm not root, it's got a $sign at the end. So here that is. You got user at host with the path and the $sign.
Yeah.
You got that, Mike?
Hold on a second. Let me get back to this. Yeah, I got it. I'm copying it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain to you what this PS1 is, because this is important to know, right? So PS1 is a variable that stores this, right? So if I wanted to, I could say PS1, here, let's export PS1 equals, boom. You see my new prompt?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So it's a name.
It's the variable that contains your the thing, the prompt.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
you can be a real dick to your coworkers.
Huh.
Put that in their bash profile.
Thanks for teaching me how to wreak havoc.
Alright, let's get. No, what'd you do? It's a big nose smiley face. Yeah, so what you're making here, remember I was telling you about the order that bash loads the different profiles into the environment?
Yes.
Well, this is the last step, which is the bash profile. So here we're going and we're setting up the home. So instead of doing export, they're doing exec-env -I. Why? I don't know. And they're doing it in bash. So why? I don't know. There's some weird people in this world. But he's going in here and he's setting our home. He's setting term. So term is another thing you need to know. So that we're using xterm right now, and yeah, I forgot what file it was, but there's a file that shows all the different ones. But usually xterm color, VT100, VT101. But it changes how your prompt displays certain things, I guess you could say. Because like a VT100 was a terminal. So back in the days of mainframes, you connected this thing called a terminal type. Sticky bit means that even if multiple users have rights type terminal, and you connected it over console to the mainframe, and it gave you a way to textually enter and view data. Yep. And so one of those was the VT100 and the VT101, and both of them had their feature sets, their advanced commands. So like support for colored prompts. I always forget how to do the colored prompts in bash, but it's there. Like that colored ass prompt right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's move on. Yeah, so here they're saying it reads from the Etsy profile and then the .bash profile. They missed the Etsy bash RC, which is first. They're explaining their complicated thing as if it's simple. Oh, they're giving it. They're wiping out the whole environment completely and replacing it. This ensures that no unwanted and potentially hazardous environment variables from the host system leak into the build environment. That's why they do that.
Yes.
JB?
Change the permissions.
Yep. So everybody got that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good to know. And that was what they were explaining with the exec environment minus I with bin bash. Good to know. That's cool. So my philosophy in life: if you don't learn something new every day, are you even living, or are you just in the matrix?
I mean, I wouldn't be here if I, if I didn't like that kind of thing.
Right. The new instance of the shell is a new login shell. A non-login shell. Create the bash RC file now. They got a gigabit, so I'm gonna grab that. And we're doing 10.0. Okay. Alright, so here we're setting up some more of our environment. It ain't up to date. Let's go ahead and open that file. There we are. That's our target. So this is basically getting our architecture and setting that. That's it. That's all the user. That's funny that they do that. Oh, because they got the if statement. Never mind, it's not that funny. Alright, everything there looks right to me. Damn, he's only got up to 9.1.
How many people would get fired if there was no Stack Overflow?
Alright. I don't know. I can't stand Stack Overflow. I can't ever find any useful answers there. People always try to go the long way around for kudo points.
Yeah. I mean,
10.
one time a TA was talking to us, and he was like, yeah, don't go to Stack Overflow. It's just everyone trying to jerk each other off and use the most clever.
Yep, it's a big circle jerk, exactly.
Except, to be honest, there are homework assignments I would not have cracked without looking there for an explanation.
Yeah, I think Stack Overflow is good for that. Yeah. So we're not gonna go over set plus H. All right. So that looks like some really derp stuff. But UMask. So UMask sets the mask for this user, which has to do with the file permissions. I don't really feel like getting into that right now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You already know that. There we go. Here we're setting our variables, including this one, which gets our target architecture. Here's the link. I don't mention the word architecture. That's weird. Does the first path, the if, the second path. Yeah, see? Yeah, there you go.
And it does not want that to run under any circumstance until we're ready.
So, alright, so let's go and run that. Alright, permission denied. Oh, I didn't set a oh, I did, yeah. No. right? Yeah.
See, I didn't. See, let me look real quick. I have an Intel i5 and 16 gigs. Right. Which is not bad.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
So we'll have you leave yours to compile overnight. I think we're all gonna do that, and so once we get to that point, I guess we'll call it a night.
Sure.
Okay.
Pick it up tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Sounds good to me. Good thing I finals ended yesterday.
I hear a bunch of crickets over on everyone else's mics.
I mean, I need to study this no matter what for Monday, man.
All right, so we said that what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up to the build process, and then we'll call it a night.
All right, cool.
Because that's gonna take a while. Since you're a little bit further out, I guess that means I can backtrack and help you along. And I think Josh might come join us. Yep. All right. So grab this. We're gonna. There we go. All right. So yeah, so this basically goes over the math of calculating the time based on the standard build units, and they're saying it's not exact. So here what we're doing is make flags. Remember that program we were talking about earlier, make?
Yeah.
So here we're setting some flags. So this one is the number of processors. So you said you're on an i5, right?
Yeah, but wait, I'm also in my virtual machine, so
here's the link. Yeah.
I only got one core in there.
If you if you can, you probably want to boost it up to 2 or 4.
Yeah, that because while it's compiling, I'm not going to be using my laptop that much.
Yeah, because that's the longest part of this whole process. Compiling.
Yeah.
So I've got 4 cores in here, so I can take this as is.
Yes, I'm going to just snapshot it right before the compile. And jump some more.
So we shouldn't have to go to that. Is everybody got that downloaded? Git list. But we shouldn't have to. And they're saying that there's even more variation when you have more than one processor. And here they're talking about testing the code to make sure everything got built right. Click on the link that I gave you. The test suites for GCC and glibc can take very long to complete, and they require a lot of compute.
Oh yeah, because I've done GCC before.
Yeah, and that does every function that GCC provides. So if you ever need to, if your house ever gets cold in the winter, just run a GCC test.
Dang, wish I'd known that back when our apartment had a broken window in the middle of winter.
Oh, I don't think you can heat up a house with a broken window.
I bet the window is still broken. It's been broken for 2 years now.
So running the test suites in Chapter 5 and 6 is impossible since the programs are compiled with a cross-compiler, so are not supposed to be able to be run on the build host.
And if you got the kid inside, so what's really going on?
It'll be a while before we get that.
I feel like you can just copy and paste half this stuff. We're just going slow to just go over and try to understand what's really going on.
All right.
Have so many freaking windows.
So, like I was trying to say, guys,
create a file. Nano.
Like I was saying, guys, I had to mute them off. I'll be if you want to follow.
Alright, you should try to understand. Alright. It requires much care in ensuring that the instructions are followed exactly as the book shows them. You should try to understand what they do, and whatever your eagerness to finish the build, you should refrain from blindly typing them as shown, but rather read documentation when there is something you do not understand. So that's really important. I agree 100%. Read the doc. So here's the link. You don't feel like looking for it. Here they're talking about you can use the T command. So you pipe in the T minus A and then a file name. And so everything that goes to your screen also goes to a file. So you know how the right bracket is a redirect?
Yeah.
Well, the T is like a splitter.
Nice.
Yeah. So split
is that how your friend looks at everything you type in. Remember we were talking, and he said anything that you type gets logged.
Yeah, I actually broke into that yesterday trying to troubleshoot it, and I was doing that S trace, and I was watching as it proxied each keystroke.
That's insane. But I guess that's necessary.
Yeah, well, I took
like massive surveillance. That's like massive surveillance, bro.
Well, at least it ain't NRO.
What's that?
Did you ever see that movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I've seen it. I just don't remember it.
Like all about the NSA, right?
Is that where they turn on him?
No, they're chasing after him because he's got incriminating evidence against the senator. So, and he's trying to pass a bill like the Patriot Act.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this movie. Yeah, dude, this movie was awesome.
The whole time it's the NSA doing the exercise, but they subtly, very, very, very subtly, they slight at the NRO as the one who's providing them the satellite and the surveillance. Very, very subtly they mention it, but that's the NRO. In fact, they actually just launched a new spy satellite yesterday. They've been launching a lot of them lately.
That stuff is beyond me, man. I'm a little peon when it comes to massive surveillance.
The National Reconnaissance Organization. Yeah. Here, this is the coolest thing ever. Bruh, isn't that scary as fuck?
You can't do anything illegal anymore.
Kind of amazing.
This was the mission patch for one of the satellites that they launched.
Hang on, let me look back at the screen. The fuck?
It was mission.
Is that fucking serious? That's fucking like the Kraken, bro.
I know, isn't that shit crazy? That's what that's why I think we got so many people in this country starving, is because them people launching $500 million fucking satellites. You can feed a lot of people with that shit.
Maybe they can do that, but they can't do like, never mind. I don't want to get a little political, but I was going to talk about the voting machines and stuff.
Yeah, well, alright. But I don't know, there's some scary shit. They got some other patches, but I think this is the one that stood out the most. Nothing is beyond our reach.
That's, bro, it even looks mean. Look at that. Is that another one with the devil on it?
Yeah, NRO. I was looking for it. Is that there's an NRO with the fucking Talon. NRO space technology experiment. What is that? That's the NRO Taurus Stacks. NRO 30SW. Yeah, some crazy shit. I like that one. It looks cool. And this one, the Invisible Man. We're on a mission from DOD. Might be a 40. SO41 classified. That's right. You're saying you're. All right. And see if you can hurry up, because we're about to take a break. Maybe. So yeah, the NRO. If you ever watch it, you'll sit. Well, there's actually two things. Remember, 1998 is when they made it, and they were trying to pass a law, the Patriot Act, right? And at the end, after everybody gets caught, they were like, well, what do we got to do to pass this damn law? Do we got to knock down some buildings?
Oh God.
I know, right? Yeah. Section explains that overall bill is an essential immediately understand everything in the section. Alright, so it is not essential to immediately understand everything in the section. So that's key. We'll learn it as we go. So the build process is based on cross compilation. It's normally used for building a compiler in its tool chain for a machine different from the one that is used for the build. This is not strictly needed for LFS since the machine where the new system will run is the same as the one used for the build. But cross-compilation has the great advantage that anything that is cross-compiled cannot depend on the host environment. So it gets rid of our whole dependency graph.
Yeah, it's all done.
Nice. All right. So cross-compilation involves some concepts that deserve a section on their own. Let us first define some terms and context. Build is the machine where we build the program. Note that this machine is referred to as the host in other section.
Go on a call. I'll be back.
All right. Host is the machine system where the built programs will run. Note that this is use of the host is not the same as in other sections. Host is one of those words. I don't remember who I was explaining it to earlier, but like domain is a word where it's got so many fucking meanings.
Yes.
Right? And then host. Like in VMware, a host is the physical machine. In standard networking, a host is just a system. In the server client model, the server is the host. Yeah. I know there's more, but that's what's popping in my head.
It would be too easy if there were different words for everything.
I know, right? Or we would just have to know a lot of fucking words. Target is only used for compilers. It is the machine the compiler produces code for. It may be different than the build and the host. So we're going to build stuff from the build for the host and then from the host to the target. So it's going in 2 steps. Canadian cross. So we may have a compiler on a slow machine only. Let's call the machine A and the compiler CCA. We may have also a fast machine B with no compiler, and we may want to produce code for another slow machine C. To build a compiler for machine C, we would have 3 stages. AAB, build cross-compiler CC1 using CCA on machine A. To build a compiler for machine C, we would have 3 stages. Oh. Okay, yeah. AAB. Stage 2, build cross-compiler CC2 using CC1 on machine A. And then the final step is build a compiler CCC, which is for machine C using CC2 on machine B. Then all the programs needed by machine C can be compiled using CC2 on the fast machine B. Note that unless B can run programs produced for C, there's no way to test the built programs until the machine C is itself running. For example, for testing triple C, we may want to add a 4th stage to rebuild and test triple C using itself on machine C. Such inception. Anybody got any questions? Do I need to draw anything out?
I think I get it so far.
Okay, let's figure out how we can do some drawing. Yeah. All right. What if we did... Alright. So we got machine A. I'm just laughing because I'm doing this over Task Manager. I don't know.
I had one class where like every assignment involved a drawing. I did them all in Microsoft Paint, and they all looked like shit posts.
This isn't even Paint. This is just Clippy Tool. Alright, let's see. Alright. Alright. So on build A, we build on A for B. Alright. So using CC1, so we've got CC1 as our unit here for building. CC1, right? And that builds CCA. So we don't screw shit up. So I use case a lot in my script. So they're directing us in the direction of this file right here. So like determine. Hey, actually, I don't think so. Okay. I did that wrong. Sorry. Does everybody know what a case statement is in Bash? What this is doing?
No, I have no idea.
Yes. All right. So this is building on it for itself.
A way to do a lot of if statements.
CCA.
Oh, it's a case switch like in
PHP. CC1, the native compiler of the host,
Testing the result
builds for A, which is also that host.
In place of that. Okay.
Right, and with the target of B. Right. So anything that this CCA builds is being built for B. So anything that this is being built is built for A to run in here. Anything this thing's built is built for B. Right? Do you get that?
Yes.
Right. So on host B, sorry. And so this is our native compiler here, CC2. Right, and this is built by that. It's gonna run this. You know what? I have this backwards. So I use case a lot in my script. So they're CCA is the native compiler on host A, and you're using that to build CC1, which is your B host builder for host A. It'll be like rollout.shell. Right, and then CC1 is going to be used to build CC. Push, clean, install, verify. 2. Each one will have its own case. Using CC on 1. Right, and then this one is used. Everything else, and I'll print out how to use it. Okay. So this one's got C as its target. So on this one, you build CC2. Because God forbid I get hit by a bus. You ever think about that in a business? You get hit by a bus. CCC. Well, we don't. We work from home. Yeah. So this one builds C. Right, and then so by doing this allows C to build things for B. and B to build, or C to build. Sorry, B to build things for C, C to build things for B, and they can go back and forth. And so if this is our faster machine, of course we'd want to build all of our stuff on here and just push the built stuff to here. So do you get that? Yes. So, now.
Hey, programming jokes.
It's great because it allows Dirk to use my shit. So
So
say we don't mind breaking this relationship here. You ever think about that in a business? You get hit by a bus. I just realized
we work at home.
This one twice, so let's just leave that. So say that this one is ARM.
Because we can just use this LFS in place of that.
Right? So it's a different architecture.
Right.
So we
did
build
everybody run this command?
So we build this one here, but with the target of ARM. And so then from there we build this compiler. So when we build CC2 from CC1, we're gonna build this one with target ARM, and then now this one's target ARM. So everything we build, it won't run on B because B is x86 but fast, but it'll run on ARM, including we build our compiler for ARM. So that's how you cross compile for other architecture.
The .bash profile here, right?
That's pretty cool.
That we can make it persistent. So
you're saying that you can add a fourth step where you rebuild this one using itself to test it. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
So implementation of cross compilation for LFS. Almost all the build systems use names of the bit form CPU vendor kernel. So Intel x86, Ubuntu 4.5.03 OS. So yeah. The astute reader may wonder why a triplet refers to a four-complement name. The reason is history. Initially, three components names were enough to designate unambiguously a machine, but with new machines and systems appearing, that proved insufficient. Okay. The word triplet remains. I need to go get smarter. Hold up. Hey, Maddie, why don't you pick up where I left off?
Okay. A simple way to determine your triplet is to run the configure.get script that comes with the source of many packages. Unpack the control source and run the script. /config.get and note the output. For example, for a 32-bit Intel processor, the output will be i686-pc-linux.gnu. On a 64-bit system, it will be x86 64-pc-linux-gnu. Also be aware of the name of the platform's dynamic linker, often referred to as the dynamic loader, not to be confused with the standard linker LV that is part of binutils. The dynamic linker provided by libc finds and loads the shared libraries needed by a program, prepares the program to run, and then runs it. The name of the dynamic linker for a 32-bit Intel machine will be ld-linux.so.2, ld-linux-x86-64.so.2 for 64-bit systems. A surefire way to determine the name of the dynamic linker is to inspect a random binary from the host system by running readl-l name of binary type interpreter and loading the output. The authoritative reference covering all platforms in the sh origin file in the root of the libc source tree.
Alright, so let's go ahead and run that.
So remember I mentioned the
so read out
I realized I've been talking into the
minus L, and we'll say Ben Pash, right? That's a binary. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and make the folder for our tool chain, which is the equivalent of /tools.
/profile, right? And then it goes and it sources your bash RC, which is in
So you can see the linker, whatever they call the LD, the dynamic linker for Linux x86-64 right there.
And so in there, that's where you would go and you would set your path. So if you've got say you've got a folder with utilities in it that you're making, you would, and you want that always in your path. You would go in there, path equals path colon wherever my path is.
All right. So do y'all know about how user add
Every
works?
time you log in, it
Yes.
runs that. And
Mike?
Say that one more time.
Do you know how user add works?
Yeah, you create a user.
Got that?
Yeah, and so you know the three main switches there?
No, I don't.
So they're saying, I don't remember where it says, we're missing some parts, and so we're going to build a crippled glibc, and then using that glibc, we're going to build the full glibc. Degraded, let's use that, degraded.
Don't know how it works.
Alright, so minus S is your shell, so the default shell.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try to confuse you all with that.
You don't declare it, it's been bash.
But I mean, like, if you wanted to set Alright, so they're telling us let's go ahead and do a check and make sure our variable is still checked, it's still set. Minus. The build instruction assume that the host system requirement log strings have been bashes the solid new shells. Bison. Okay, we're good. Yep. And besides the build process, and place all sources and patches in a directory that will be accessible from the true environment, such as mount LFS sources. Everybody's got that, right?
Yep.
So for each package, use the Part-2t program, extract the package to be built. Ensure you're the LFS when extracting. Change the directory created when the package was follow the book's instruction for building the package. Change back to the sources directory. Delete the extracted. And associated tools. Here, cross compilation is fake. The principle is the same for a real cross tool chain. So we're faking this because we're both on the same architectures. We were just gonna change the name to LFS. So from so instead of Linux Ubuntu 5.4, it's gonna be Linux LFS 5.04, whatever version we're doing. The approximate build time is 1 standard build unit, 117 megs. The important bin utils is the first package compiled because both glibc and GCC perform various tests on the available linker and assembler to determine which of their own features to enable. The bin utils recommendation building bin utils in a dedicated build directory. So our first one, so we're going to go to /mount /LFS/sources. And I think what was our first one? Bin utils. So tar minus CZVF. Bin utils. Oh, sorry, I put a C instead of an X. Yeah, X. CZ bin utils. Tar minus XVF. There we go. Alright, so we did that. So then we go into bin utils. Yep. Alright, and so we're going to make it there called build, it says, right? Build, and we're going to cd build. Alright, in order for the SBU values to be listed in the rest of the book to be of any use, measure the time it takes to build this package from the configuration up to and including the first install. To achieve this, wrap the commands in a time command like this. So let's go ahead and do our /configure. Right. In Linux this works. I can just go right over. Alright. So the meaning of the configuration prefix tells the configure script to prepare to install. Here, anybody want to read this?
I lost my mounted partitions, so I need to restore those right now.
Okay. Do you remember how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that JB, where are you at? Alright, so you're making the user account? Alright, so don't forget, for on the chones, you want the -R, and you also want to do LFS:LFS instead of just LFS.
Yes.
Yeah. So the recursive, in that way, it's also owned by the right group instead of root. Yeah. Yeah. And then the user specification where it says LFS, there should be LFS:LFS. I'm gonna go get some more water real quick. How'd you lose your mount?
I restarted my virtual box to give it more cores.
Oh, okay. And don't forget to run your export, the LFS.
Yeah, that saved itself. It depends on your architecture.
What was the question? Oh, I missed it. Alright, and then make install, right? Okay. Set time. How do they want us to do it? They want us to do it in brackets. So make install. Alright, what did I do wrong? Oh. I don't know why it wanted two of those. Building. So when you get rich, you're gonna get you a new French horn.
Maybe.
Get a double horn.
Yeah, I mean, I have one already, so I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll get lessons again because that's what I.
Oh, I thought you said you smashed it.
I did get a new one.
Oh, cool. I was looking at one, but it was like $1,200. I was like, damn, I gotta be rich for that. All right. So my build time. You see my build time? I don't know. Is that real time is a minute or is that user time 3 minutes? Yeah, so real time. So it took a minute.
Yeah. So I lost all the.
You lost what?
I lost all the sources too.
Oh, why?
They were in the countries that were mounted.
What?
My sources. Wait. Let me check something real quick.
They should be in slash mount slash LFS slash sources.
Oh. Yeah, nope, they're gone.
Alright. So I'm gonna do this the lazy way. Alright, so this is how I'm just gonna do all the GZs.
Good idea.
JB. Remember I was teaching you how to do the for loops? Yeah, so I got all these GZs and XZs and all that crap here, and because I don't feel like going one by one, I'm just gonna do a for loop. And so this is bash interpolation here. It's gonna run the command and use the result to build the array. So it's gonna just load it with those. We're gonna echo it, and then we're gonna extract it, and then we're gonna move on. And just like that. When are you gonna do that? Oh, do you want me to be part of that? Or I can explain stuff? Alright, I don't know how much longer I have on me, maybe about another 2 hours. Wow, where'd the day go?
Oh, fixed. I fixed my wget problem.
Would you, what?
set it to only use iNet 4, and now it's moving at normal speed.
Oh, why is it trying to use IPv6?
Apparently.
Oh, wow.
I looked up why wget would be really slow, and it was like, oh, sometimes it just decides to use IPv6.
Do you think the world will ever switch to IPv6?
I don't know if it will ever fully switch. Because if we have long-term use, like embedded systems and devices running off of older protocols, I feel like they may stick around for certain purposes longer than others. But no, I don't really know. Part of me wants to be optimistic and say that, oh yeah, there could be a smooth changeover, but in reality, I know that that's likely never going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to happen. We're all just going to be splitting this even past the time of IoT. Oh. Okay. Alright, maybe my script wasn't as badass as I thought it was. What? Something don't look right about this. Something messed up somewhere there, but whatever. Just have some extra files in there. Because I'm trying to figure out where that came from, that came from, that came from, that came from. I think I saw, yeah, some states. TZ data. I didn't build any TZ data, did I?
Okay, I'm caught back up. Woo! I'm making my computer mad.
Why? How?
It's audibly going. Brr.
Do you run Make?
Yep, running Make right now.
Are you on a laptop or a desktop?
Laptop.
Oh.
That's the one. So my disability services got me one computer to use for this stuff.
What kind of computer is it?
It's a Dell, one of their business models, so it's pretty nice. After that, I have to buy my own computers, but I mean, their whole deal is to get people employable, so they bought me all like the starter technology I needed for college.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something cheap and good, go and look on eBay for ThinkPads, like a T420.
I had to use one of those in high school, and it hated the proprietary magnification software that I occasionally use. I killed it.
Oh yeah, I know. I've got one. JB's got what, 2 of them. Tom's got a couple. I think think most of us would get them. We used to have this recycler. And we used to just go get them for like $50 each. But they're about $150 on eBay. Hey. That was easy. So then, let's go back to, and we're going to go GCC. Yep, we got an error.
Wouldn't be compiling without one.
Huh?
Wouldn't be doing a compilation without one.
Guess not. So what failed? I'm just gonna go for make install. I don't see an actual error. Okay. I don't know. Is it doing it for y'all too?
I haven't gotten to that step yet.
This is where we're 5.3. Where we're building GCC. How far have you gotten? All right. So we're gonna move back on. Let me know if you need any more help. Right? It's the variable that contains your the thing, the prompt.
Got it.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh.
You can be a real dick to your coworkers.
Huh.
Put that in their bash profile.
Thanks for teaching me how to wreak havoc.
Alright, let's get. No, what'd you do? It's a big nose smiley face. Yeah, so what you're making here, remember I was telling you about the order that Bash loads the different profiles into the environment?
Yes.
Well, this is the last step, which is the bash.
Yeah, I just realized there's a problem with what I have mounted. Do you mind if I share my screen?
And we're setting up the home. So instead of doing export, they're doing exec env minus I. Why? I don't know. And they're doing it in bash. So why? I don't know. There's some weird people in this world. But he's going in here and he's setting our home. He's setting term. So term is another thing you need to know.
So
we're using term right now, and it's still loading.
Oh.
I forgot what file it was, but there's a file that shows all the different ones. But usually xterm color, BT100, BT101. But it changes how your prompt. I still can't see your screen.
That's weird.
Things, I guess. Do you wanna just like take a screenshot and post it? Like a BT100 was a terminal. So back in the days of mainframes, you connected this thing called a terminal type. Sticky bit.
So my issue is that I started running out of space inside my mounted drive, my mounted partitions. So I went to look at df-h, and it doesn't show the largest partition SDB3 as mounted. However, if I go to mount that partition, it says that the partition is already in use in mount/LFS.
Colored as prompt right there. All right, so wait, so show me an output of df minus h. All right, so let's move on. Yeah, so here they're saying it reads from the etc profile and then the .bash profile. They missed the etc bash rc, which is first. They're explaining their complicated thing as if it's simple. Oh, they're giving it. They're wiping out the whole environment completely and replacing it. All right, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to copy? No unwanted.
That was a command that I ended up aborting because I realized I was being dumb.
Leak into the build. Okay, and what's the problem?
It's not finding the largest mounted partition.
All right, and so send me your fdisk minus L.
Permissions.
Everybody got that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good to know. And that's it. So it looks like your SDB1 should be your /boot.
Yeah.
So so you mount /LFS and mount your SDB3. And then mount your SDB1 and mount LFS. Are you even living or are you just in the matrix?
Give me 1 second. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't like that kind of thing.
The new instance of the shell is a new login shell. A non-login shell is create the bash RC file now. They got a gigabit, so I'm gonna grab that. And we're doing 10.0. Okay.
I'm just making a backup copy of everything I have in these current folders.
Here we're setting up. And how are you doing that? rsync?
Nope, just plain copy since it's not a lot.
No. I would use like rsync minus A minus B minus AB. There we are. I'm starting to fade. That's our target. So this is basically getting our architecture and setting that. I can't damn Stack Overflow. I can't ever find any useful answers there. People always try to go the long way around for kudo points.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Anybody want to vote on us just picking this up tomorrow?
A TA was talking to us. and he was like, "Yeah, I would be okay with that." Overflow.
All right.
It's just everyone.
If you want to continue a little bit on your own, or if you get stuck, we'll pick up from there tomorrow.
Circle jerk, exactly.
Except, to be honest, there are homework assignments
okay.
I would not have passed without.
So take it easy, everybody. I'm gonna hit the sack 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye. Oh, and try not to close out your environment, because that'll reset some of your variables, and that'll get annoying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dare.
All right, peace.
See ya. Thanks.
All right, that's it, guys. That's it for today. We're going to clean it up a little bit. Like I said, I'm probably going to do it again tonight, go over everything. And I fell behind pretty big on that one because I came back to my place so I could live stream it. We did a lot of, in the beginning, did a lot of, in the beginning, we did a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Deep diving into the file systems, packages that we're downloading, the terminology of everything, as well as, well, actually, let me bring up a page so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And I'll see if we could do that again, if anybody wants to do that again. All right, let me bring up this page. All right. All right, so there you go. So first we went over from the beginning, baby, from the beginning. All right, we went through all of this stuff here. Architect, but what I really want to get to was this right here. We went to each one of these and read off what each one of these was and what they meant and what they were used for, and the purpose, throughout, Linux, how certain things are used, and some things are required for Linux to run, and But anyways, I'm gonna do another video, if not tonight, tomorrow, separate from our little actual deep dive, to where I'm going through everything and breaking everything down on a slower way for those like me who've never really been deep in Linux before. And plus, we can have a better visual of the screen. Right now, I'm streaming from another app. I want to stream from just my laptop so you can see everything clear when I set that up. So it'll be better for that, so everybody can see things in the commands clear. Because right now, you probably can't really see the commands that good. But anyways, we'll be back. And that's it for the night. IT Johnny, we're out.